Hey everyone, Mr. Outdoors today. We're gonna go check out Joshua Tree after a beautiful rain and snowstorm. Mount Baldy and Big Bear Mountains are absolutely covered in snow. We think Joshua Tree is gonna be just as beautiful. This is what the freeway looks like on our way. We're on the 60 currently. We should be there in about 2 hours. Not too much traffic. It's kind of a little sunny, 61 degrees. We'll see how long that lasts.
We are now passing the San Gorgonio Mountains. We're near Palm Springs. As you can see, we're also passing the wind farm on our way to Joshua Tree.
We're about 20 miles out from Palm Springs, but we'll be turning up and heading north in a second. If you've never been this way, Highway 10, wind farm is definitely interesting to see. Humongous windmills producing a lot of energy.
Sorry guys, earlier I said those were the San Gorgonio Mountains, but those are behind those, so these are the San Jacinto Mountains. I just wanted to make the correction.
In 2 miles, take exit 117 for California.
I like the
62 or 29 Palms, Yucca Valley.
how you can see the difference in elevation as the snowfall only landed so far below it. It's not cold enough to hold snow. It's a pretty cool snow line. You don't see that all the time.
Alright guys, we'll see you in Joshua Tree.
Slush and ice, and here we are trying to drive in a Beamer.
Well, we are in a winter wonderland right now, so.
And you gotta experience it however you can, huh?
As you can see, this is December 27th. So if you plan to come out in the winter, expect your conditions to be this way. Any dirt roads may be mud and
Slush. We do have our chains with us, just in case. But so far, I don't think we're gonna need them. Leaving our Airbnb, we wanted to stay in a tent, but the snow was just way too big. Luckily, we had change with us, and even then, it was kind of challenging.
3/4 of a mile.
You know, the small little BMW.
Springs Road.
But we've been able to make it with our chains. You can see we're completely surrounded by snow. Absolutely, just a winter wonderland. Takes your breath away.
now this is the entrance of Joshua Tree National Park. Looks like a very busy day today. It is December 28th, and lots of dirt roads inside the park are closed. Although the paved streets are open, obviously, but there is a caution or an advisory to be careful as you drive through the park due to the roads being, slippery.
We passed the visitor center, and man, it was packed. Even for it being a cold morning on a holiday weekend, everybody wants to come out and see nature, especially when it shares beautiful white snow. We'll be in the park in a few minutes. We'll see what it has to offer.
Go.
We just got into Joshua Tree late December. The mountain range in any direction you look is absolutely gorgeous. Been here a few times, but never in the snow. I'm quite warm. I brought some extra thermals, but to be honest, I didn't bring any good footwear. Number one thing I definitely want to make sure is that I'm warm. My feet are warm. But we've had a small little snow fight. Built, of course, a snowman. Just checking stuff out. We ain't the only ones. Man, it's packed in here. A lot of families. Spending some quality time together. Enjoying nature. On the way in, there was so many people that they actually let us in for free, but are going to charge us on the way out. But we have a yearly pass, so we'll be fine.
All right, so we'll see you at our next destination. Very busy day. You can see boulders have tons of snow. There's the other half of Mr. Outdoors. Actually, it's not too bad. Temperature is cold but bearable. Winter Wonderland. Non-stop cars passing because it's so busy. We are going to try to make it to those boulders there. Okay. Yeah. Hey!
Like a big kid playing in this winter wonderland just right down the street from us. This is just too cool. Gotta come check it out, guys. I see some rope and some rigs. Even in winter, these rocks are always calling people's names. Don't find me. Come check me out. We're gonna go check out Hidden Valley Campground. We were here a couple months ago. Saw a gorgeous sunset, beautiful skylight of night stars. Definitely need to do that again. Past Sheep Campground. Believe it or not, several people are camping in tents. They enjoy nature that much. They bring the right equipment and bask in this winter wonderland. I'm gonna try it soon, but I definitely need a heater. What do you think, babe?
Absolutely. We can try this. It's beautiful out here, and imagine the night skies.
Yeah, exactly, right? No light pollution. I mean, you just imagine the clear sky at night. Seeing the Milky Way. Yeah. Shooting stars. If you're lucky, maybe even a coyote or howling.
That's right. All right.
Man, no, look how white this is. As far as the eye can see.
A desert of snow.
Normally when you're in the mountains, there's so many trees that the trees are covered with snow, but not necessarily the ground or the entire landscape. But because we're in the desert and there's so far few trees here in Joshua Tree, you literally cover the entire valley, mountainside. It's incredible.
This is again December 28th, and as you can see, there are a lot of people here today. This is here by Jumbo Rocks and Skull Rock. No parking whatsoever. It's honestly like being at a theme park right now. But
A
it's
natural
nice.
wonderland.
Yeah, I mean, it's better to be here than at Disneyland, but nonetheless.
Where do you think the theme parks get the ideas and inspiration from? From Mother Nature. All natural.
So if you plan to come out during the Christmas time, after Christmas time, and between Christmas and actually New Year's, expect large crowds at Joshua Tree National Park. And like we stated earlier, all the campgrounds are reservable, are full.
And the reason they are is because this is one of the busiest times, if not the busiest time of Joshua Tree. You might think summertime or another time, but believe it or not, between Christmas and New Year's is actually the peak season for Joshua Tree. Mostly for stargazing. They got a lot of interpretive talks and hikes, and all the campgrounds are full. And many people are camping in tents. I'll bring my heater, thank you.
So, nonetheless, come out and enjoy the park. Just be ready for large crowds.
Love her shoes. Gotta bring the right equipment.
Oh my God. The desert of snow.
I don't have the right shoes.
Unfortunately, he didn't bring the right shoes. I kind of did. But look at the amazing scenery here. The desert of snow. Almost even looks like white sands. Gorgeous. Beautiful.
As many times as we've been to a Joshua Tree, we've only used the south or north entrance. We've never really used the east entrance. There's some hikers up on top of that local mountain. Man, there's a lot of them. Must have a great scenic view up there. I got a great view of the valley and I'm in the car. But this looks like it's the east entrance. We're on our way to the visitor center. We've never been to this one. So a little curious. My understanding is the observatory's over here. Really looking forward to that. As you can see, there's very little, if any, structures out here. So the light pollution should be beyond minimal.
Oh, look at this. This is the Cholla cactus garden, I think. Or I don't know. There's a lot of Cholla here. And Cholla is this plant here. It's a cactus, and it's also called jumping cacti. And that is, be very careful around it. Spines will stick to you, inflicting a very painful stab.
That's kind of why they call it a jumping cactus.
It is the Cholla Gardens right here, and lots of people visiting the Cholla Cactus. Beautiful out here, guys.
And this is over here on the east entrance. So depending on where you're coming from, as you can see, we're a little lower on the elevation, so there's no snow here. But I'm both at north and south entrance, a little higher in elevation. Just a great scenery. Look at how big this valley is. Little shimmering and glimmering in the background are vehicles. Sun's shining off. Got a long drive.
Oh, we already exited the Cholla Cactus Garden. Still on the road to the visitor center. We've traveled a total of. We are going to go exploring for a little bit, so catch you when we get there.
So here we are in front of Cottonwood Visitor Center from the east entrance of the park. Very small visitor center, but adequate. It Has all the basics that you need, and of course restroom facilities, maps, and any type of programs that the rangers are providing, star talks or walks, hikes. You know, I used to laugh at people that would stop at the visitor center and I would just go to my destination. But I kind of realized there's a lot of good information at the center that you can get to maximize your time at the park and see all the things you want to see versus scrambling around and not realizing something was there of a particular interest. So take a few minutes and wherever you're going and stop at the visitor center. You know, we like to collect stickers. My girl puts them on her car. I put them on our ice chest. But people are always curious when they see us walking around with our water bottles and how many stickers from how many national parks we have. It's a little celebrity-ish because we've been to so many.
We are at Porcupine Wash. This is an area where you can backcountry camp, and the registration envelopes are in this brown box here. You can see there is the envelopes there. Unfortunately, some people have thrown trash in there, but it's a pretty cool place. Now this is far into the park, near the Cottonwood Visitor Center, and this is the trail that you would take on your backcountry exploration. But be sure to register so that people know where you are. Okay. This is the parking lot here. This is the parking lot. Again, this is December 28th. Pretty busy day, so probably on a typical day you probably wouldn't see this many cars here in this area, but here it is. Beautiful. Down at this elevation there is no snow, but as we travel back towards the most popular side of the park, you will find more snow because we will be gaining elevation. Here off of Porcupine Wash, beautiful desert plant community. We have different plants that are adapted to this desert. Arid area. One of the main ones is creosote, one of my favorite plants of all time. This is a beautiful smoky scent. You rub on it, you can smell a beautiful smoky aroma. And here we have some Thai right here. Look at those spines. And beautiful cockatiel. Look at that. Again, look at those spines. So you have these wonderful plants here that are adapted to an arid landscape, but also provide significant habitat to wildlife that depend on these plants for nesting opportunities and for food. I am on the Porcupine Trail or Wash. Or you can do some backcountry camping. Of course, please fill out the registration before coming into this area and wandering off. In the distance is the parking lot with an information board as to how to register for backcountry camping. Looks like there are two trails here, one that leads more west and this one that veers off to the east. Beautiful countryside, and like I said, one of the main plants here are creosote and then some other types of bunch grasses that are native to the area. During spring you'd probably see some wildflowers here. This is here spent chia wildflower. Well, with all this rain, we expect we'll have some beautiful wildflowers here this weekend. Alright, well, thank you, and I'll see you at our next stop.
We're re-entering the park kind of from the east side, getting closer to Jumbo Rock and Skull Rock. Skull Rock is pretty cool. It's like a big giant skull, kind of maybe like a ape skull. We're just about to pass Split Rock, nice little crevice to walk through. It's almost dusk. Sunset should be about 4:46. It's nearly 4:30. Looking to catch some amazing colors up in the sky and stick around for the stars. We definitely need to get a better camera to catch the stars because out here is amazing, absolutely breathtaking. And as you can tell, we're not the only ones. There's a lot of people that are out here and wanting to check out the exact same thing. Love to see families out here as they're introducing their kids to nature, something they can touch, something they can feel. Not virtual reality, but actual reality. And that's how you lay down a foundation for the love of outdoors and curiosity. For the singles out there, man, nothing better than a long drive, spending some quality time, checking out things that are out of the norm, getting out of the hustle and bustle. Mentioned there's Skull Rock, up to our left. Parking is pretty challenging, as I mentioned before. This is the peak time for Joshua Tree. It's one of the darkest skies around. It's only about 2 hours from LA. So because of that, a lot of people come on down. You can see it out here to the left. That's Skull Rock. You see the big forehead, which I said looks like a skull of an ape. People rotate and take time taking pictures in there. And you know, most people aren't ready for the snow. And a lot of people, for the first time, want to come in some heavy clothes, so they want to come in their jeans. To me, that's one of the worst things you can come into. The reason why is once they get wet, they don't dry right away, and then there's just a hassle to move around in. If you ever washed your jeans and you see how difficult it is just to move them around, now you got to walk in that and you're going to be cold. Better to come in some type of nylon. Definitely have some thermals underneath. Cotton sock, keep your feet warm. The right tool makes the whole experience that much better. We'll see in a little bit, but this is Roman from Mr. Outdoors talking to you here about Joshua Tree at dusk.